know, if they don't got me number one, then that's their opinion. But I still rank myself number one pound for pound in the world.
What a huge right hand!
One day you be like, all right, I hit my ceiling. Then there's a ceiling after that. You break through this ceiling and you're like, oh man, there's another ceiling up there. Let me go try to break through that.
Is that last ceiling Canelo Alvarez?
That means big fights are being made. Guys are coming together. They're saying, screw the politics, screw the promoters, screw everything. Let's make it happen.
I said before, the big, talented man will always beat the small, talented fighter. But Terence Crawford is not small. Terence Crawford is a big guy.
Sitting on the ropes and shaking his head is not how we want to end this fight, however. Oh! Crawford gets him! My, oh my! What a shot!
I feel great. I never smoked, I never drunk, so my body is well preserved.
Does anyone really look at Bud Crawford and his recent performances and think he's slipping in any way? Do his reflexes look shot? Like nothing about that is true. It's to the hand and the body and down.
I do what's necessary to get the job done and secure a victory. And I feel like in the Canelo fight, I would do everything within my will and my power to do the same.
Bud Crawford is one of the best I've ever seen don the gloves. Razor sharp reflexes, counters, and a childlike joy when it comes to hurting his opponents.
I'm not going to say he's just as good as Floyd Mayweather. I'm not saying that. But he has some of the same tricks defensively as Floyd Mayweather had.
Crawford's fights are like chess matches where he carefully dismantles his opponents piece by piece. His ability to switch stances seamlessly from orthodox to southpaw creates endless problems for his opponents and keeps them off balance. His sharp jab, precise counters, and ability to control range make him a puzzle that few fighters have been able to solve.
If he's switching back and forth, he's trying to figure out. But once he stays in that southpaw stance for 2 or 3 straight rounds, he got you.
Keep digging in his ass every round. Like beating his up, beating down. Don't think he beat.
He is in the hurt business. He breaks you down, he unlocks the key, and he gets rid of you.
So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy. He gave in and we started training like that, and something that was natural to me.
Converted southpaws, we won't see Oscar, Marvin Hagler. But I've never seen a guy as dangerous from either side who doesn't favor either side. That's different.
2 different rhythms, 2 different angles. But Bud was able to make them one and could switch in the blink of an eye, turning his opponent's hesitation into opportunity, and that opportunity into domination.
But inline skates and the referee has intervened. Mamma mia!
I think boxing-wise, he's going to give Canelo fits.
Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the sport.
Once he got touched, Bud turns into a different animal in that ring, and he's hard to deal with. He's pretty much a savage once he gets touched, and you can't stop him.
Crawford's greatness lies in the fact that he doesn't just fight with skill, he fights with intelligence. His ability to switch stances seamlessly makes him a nightmare for opponents, forcing them to adjust to 2 completely different styles in the same fight.
Oh, nice uppercut from Crawford, his best punch. A little short left-handed uppercut.
Canelo's stronger and he's easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Yeah. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit. Clean. Yeah. So really, that's the difference.
I'm always in shape. I never take anything for granted, and I never go in a fight not prepared. So we 110% prepared.
Terence Bud Crawford is absolutely one of the most talented boxers in the world today, and he is undoubtedly the most accomplished American boxer actively competing. The 37-year-old Crawford is a 4-division world champion, having won championships at lightweight, junior welterweight, welterweight, and junior middleweight. His record stands at a perfect 41-0, with 31 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Crawford has been competing at the championship level for more than 11 years.
Pound for pound, number 1, going up against the former pound for pound number 1. 2 top 5 pound for pound guys going at it. That is a can't miss fight.
For 37 years old, like, he's training like he's like 25. Like, I don't think there'll be no problem at all.
It's gonna be because Crawford could find people to fight like Canelo, who is amazing. Canelo has he's oh my God, like his he evolved. I saw how he evolved defensively and everything. I just don't think he's as fast as Crawford. And I think Crawford is just a little step ahead as far as movement is concerned. And so I think it's going to be Mayweather Canelo Part 2. That's what I think.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't feel like I had a chance, and the fight wouldn't be made if the people didn't think I had a chance. So that's why it's one of the biggest fights, in the last decade, that could be lined up.
It's a great opportunity. It's a great chance for the team, man, to show them, how hard we've been grinding in the gym and how hard we've been grinding for all the years to get to this point. I'm excited. I know Terence is excited. I know the rest of the team is excited. It's going to be a landslide. It's going to be a landslide. People probably get upset at me because they think I'm disrespecting Canelo. I'm not. I just know what my fighter brings to it.
This is the best Canelo we're going to see in 20 years of career, and we're going to show it on Saturday.
Terence Crawford with his new physique, the big muscles. What was your immediate reaction?
Nothing. Muscles for me doesn't mean anything. I fought before with bigger guys. And it means nothing. But when I saw that, you realize he make a good training camp, and that made me happy because it's gonna be a good fight.
Well, it's the fight that everybody's wanted, and we rarely get that anymore. So we have an undefeated guy against a guy who's been, the face of boxing for an awful long time. He's been in every big fight, a lot of big fights for the past 10, 12 years. And so now we're getting them together, even though there is a division in weights, and of course Crawford's moving up. So, but this is what everybody wanted, and it's rare in boxing we get that anymore. So I think it's great for the institution to have this at Allegiant Stadium where the Raiders play with 55, 65, 70,000 people, however many show up. This is just a huge, huge event for boxing. So it's great to happen, and it's great that it's happening in Las Vegas where so many other big fights have taken place.
So the first thing I'll say is I think they're both phenomenal fighters. One of the best fighters. Both are some of the best fighters that will ever be in boxing, period. And that being said, I think Canelo should win just based on the fact that he's the bigger fighter. I think a bigger, great fighter will be a smaller, great fighter. I think, they both were arguably number one pound for pound in their given time. I just think Canelo just has the size advantage. He's quote unquote struggled against bigger fighters. Crawford was 147, moved up to 154, fought one time, and now he's going to 168. He's not going to be the bigger fighter unless he really bulks up, which that itself could be a double-edged sword. Because one, he's going to be stronger, but two, is he going to be slower? Is he going to be used to fighting at such a heavy weight? I feel like he should have fought at least one fight at 168 just to really get a handle on all the weight and how he's going to feel. I think it's going to be a very competitive fight. I don't think there's going to be a knockout, if I'm being honest. But I think that Canelo's going to win.
He's only 34, but he's an older version of himself. And you see this a lot with guys as they age. You see less and less knockouts. Manny Pacquiao in the main event tonight. He used to be an offensive destroyer, stopping everybody. And then he got a little bit older and he stopped stopping guys. He still hurt guys, still drop guys, but he would go the distance more and more. I think we're seeing that with Canelo, this version of Canelo Alvarez. But he's still a true 168 pounder. He's still got very fast hands. He's very explosive. He is a good puncher. He knocks all these guys down, so obviously he has the respect to hit bigger bodies. And he's fought as high as 75. So he's definitely going to have that size advantage. A guy like Crawford who's coming up so many weight classes. And it's not like he's coming up from his first weight class. He's coming up from his fourth weight class, and then he's jumping through weight class. So the size difference is going to be there. They got different size structure, like body structure, their bones. Crawford's got to be really careful, even getting hit on the arms and the shoulders and the hips, where we've seen Canelo actually damage guys, like at the Callum Smith fight, where he's punching him in the arm, really dead in that left hook, which is his best weapon. So that's where that comes into play in terms of the size. Even though Canelo isn't that knockout puncher like he used to be, or a guy who gets stoppages, he's still much bigger and he can still.
You put Canelo on his back foot, he's a different fighter.
a completely different fighter when you put him on his back foot. Yeah, he can move a little bit, but yeah, he likes to come forward with that power. But you put him on his back foot, let me tell you similar too. You know this guy named Usyk who put Fury on his back foot? Yeah. Push the pace on him? Yeah. With volume, feints, put Canelo on his back foot, Crawford. That's what you gotta do. You gotta put him on his back foot. Hell to the damn yeah. That's how you get it done, man. That's one aspect that you're gonna have to do. And hey, I would advise you to do it as early as damn possible. Do it as early as possible, because guess what? If you do that, you're going to get control right away of the judges, right? They're going to be looking at you. You're going to dictate the pace. You're going to dictate the flow of the fight. You got to have him react to you, not you reacting to him. That's how you gain control of the fight real quick, real soon. Get active with that jab.
Clean that.
We'll see what happens.
It's about the work with Boots. Did you work together one time? Was it over multiple days? And how was the work beneficial?
Yeah, more than one time, yeah, and he helped me really good, and I'm very grateful with.
This is the first time that Canelo Alvarez has confirmed that Jiren Boots Ennis was instrumental to his camp with his blistering speed, accuracy, and pressure to mirror Crawford.
85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove.
This is not a random pairing. Several years earlier, Canelo was training with the brother of Boots to prepare for another possible dangerous opponent. Now history has come full circle as the younger Ennis steps in, adding a twist to Canelo's preparation. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford is shaping up to be one of the largest events ever seen in boxing. Bernard Hopkins is siding with Terence Crawford this time. He believes the weight could be a concern, but says Terence Crawford has all the necessary skills to outbox Canelo. He gives Crawford an 85+% chance to defeat Canelo.
If you mean about what is around the fight, yeah, it's the biggest.
It'll be seen by the most people.
Yeah, you're right.
Stadium fight, the biggest event.
You're right.
The preview of this match has grown in expectation since the official announcement, and it is now at a fever pitch buzz. Fans and observers are analyzing and scrutinizing every angle, whether strategy or stamina, knowing that this fight might change the shape of boxing history.
It's Riyadh season, Netflix, everybody around this fight. You can see that how big is this fight, no? And you have two of the best fighters fighting each other, so. Saturday, September 13th, we want to see who's the...
Event tickets have sold like hotcakes. The media hype has been intense, and the air around Las Vegas already feels like something big is about to happen. It is not just a fight of champions, but a collision of legacies, styles, and eras, and each round will be a contest of the greatness of both men.
It's fast,
right? Like, he had to put on a lot of weight.
No, and one made a career
like
at that
major
weight class.
adaptations.
The other one's just doing it for a money grab. He hasn't fought in 2 years.
Well, he was doing it for legacy, and he is like, he prepared for this. It's not like he just had a fight at 147, and then jumped up to 68 3 months later.
Yeah,
like
that's a big jump, though, isn't it?
He did a lot of training, put weight on, like real weight.
Yeah.
Both fighters' preparation and motivations had been dissected by Joe Rogan and his staff. They had compared Crawford's strategy, which they had characterized as methodical and purposeful with one fighter, who was accused of pursuing a money grab they had cited Crawford's significant. Weight class jump and preparation time is proof that he was not taking the task lightly. Interview 6. They turned their attention to boxing as a whole, from celebrity fights like Jake Paul versus Tyson to high-profile bouts like Crawford versus Canelo. He had noted that promoters frequently created a lot of hype around fights, but occasionally the action fell short of the hype. His remark had implied doubt about whether this fight would be spectacular or a failure.
Interested in that. Yeah. Just because I think Crawford's that good.
I just don't think, I think this is the problem with boxing. They build these things up like, you know, Jake and Tyson, and people think to me this great product, or Crawford and Canelo, and it's not, there's not much action.
Bro, I'll tell you who's the real fucking...
When asked about Terence Crawford's physical state before their fight, Canelo Alvarez also spoke with a mix of excitement and respect. Canelo admitted that Crawford looked strong and prepared after watching the pictures and videos of him working out with a heavier weight. He claimed that witnessing Crawford in such good form only serves to increase his own drive and validate that the fight will be a genuine matchup of top fighters.
September 13, right?
What do you think of this picture?
He looks good, but I like it because, you know, it's when you realize he's gonna be a...
The two men have all-star resumes. Crawford is a non-losing fighter whose record places him among the contemporary elite. He is trying to do something that has never been done before, to establish himself unchallenged in a third-weight category. In the age of 4 belts, Showbiz, the adult in his fiery analysis of the bout, made it apparent that he thinks Terence Crawford will be unable to handle Canelo Alvarez's size and strength.
Something that I've known from the very beginning, that all the stuff I've mentioned.
He made a strong case that Canelo's punches would be more powerful because of the risky gap created by the weight jump. He believes that Crawford may lose the fight if he is unable to counter the heavier man's shots.